for the thumbnail that might not ever happen. This is Harry, grumpy old man, and we're going to talk about 1998's The Big Lebowski this month. Bob's pick, Robert Harrison 2.0, that's his handle, and good pick. The Big Lebowski, 1998, I believe, 1997. This is my digibook I picked up at Walmart a couple of years ago, and when I picked it up, it was the first time I ever saw that film. The 90s sucked for me. Had a lot of deaths going on in the 90s, and raising 3 children by my own. I didn't have a lot of time to watch movies, so I missed a lot, and didn't go to the movie theater a lot in that time. So I missed this boat. And when it came out on Blu-ray, I seen it on Blu-ray, and it was, I said, I'm going to get this, because I do like Jeff Bridges. He's one of my favorite actors. And John Goodman's good, and Steve Buscemi. So I said, let me get it. So I did. And most people know about this film already. It's about Jeff Bridges' character, Jeff Lee Lebowski, also known as the Dude. The Dude abides. And he is a hippie, stoner, and he gets a case of mistaken identity, sort of like a Hitchcock tie in there. And turn these off. And these guys come in thinking that he knows where. They think, these guys think he owes them money. They're going to kidnap his girlfriend or his wife, and he doesn't have a wife. And the guy pisses on his rug, and that's what he gets upset about. It's the guy pissing on his rug and wants a replacement rug. So he figures it's a good idea to go to see the other Lebowski, the Big Lebowski, and to get a replacement rug. And that's where it all goes downhill for Jeff. Or the Dude. Great film. This film is funny as hell. I still laughed last night. Me and the wife watched it, and she thought this movie was hilarious. I thought it was hilarious, still to this day, and it holds up really well. And I to tell you now, the Dude, Jeff Bridges was made to be the Dude. This part was totally made for him, and Walter, which is John Goodman's character, he was perfect in this. This role was perfect for him as well. I loved every bit of this film. When I first watched it, and still do. Julianne Moore looks gorgeous as ever. There is a nude scene with her in it, but that's not the reason. But she is. I guess I'd never seen her like this before in a film. I mean, I've seen her in Hannibal and other films, but never like this. And very, very attractive. How can I say? There's nothing better. John Turturro's in this film. Tara Reid. Sam Elliott, Saddam Hussein. Some of my favorite scenes in it are like Jay already gave it away, but Donnie had died in the movie. That's Steve Buscemi's character. He gets killed in the movie, and they went to go throw his ashes out. At first, I like how they haggle with the funeral home director, trying to get a cheap urn, because they're going to spread his ashes, and then next scene, they come walking out with a Folgers coffee can in their hand. And he gives this speech, and he brings up Vietnam, which is everything that John Goodman talks about in this film. Anytime something happens, or it's drastic or whatever, he brings up Vietnam. So Jeff Goldblum calls him out on it. Why you got to bring up Vietnam? It has nothing to do with why we're here. And But anyways, he went to go spread Donnie's ashes, and the wind blew and blows it right back into Jeff Bridges' face. I just cracked up laughing during that. The fight scene at the bowling alley, Flea from the Red Hot Chili Peppers is in this film as well. He plays one of the annihilists in the film. Then they wind up burning the dude's car. There's just so much comedy in this film, and great, film. I wish they would have made a 2, but then thinking about it, I'm glad they just made this one, because I don't think they could have ever topped this film. Now, this film is not everybody's cup of tea. I know that, because basically the dude is a stoner. He's an alcoholic. He drinks White Russians. And something about stoner movies, I don't know. I never smoked weed. I don't smoke cigarettes. I don't drink. But I find them funny. Cheech and Chong movies, Seth Rogen movies, even no matter how stupid they are, Pineapple Express, I just kind of find them funny because of just how dopey they act in these films and the situations they get into. And definitely with this one. These are just my thoughts. It's not like a review type thing, but just my thoughts on this film. Basically rambling, because I can never figure out what I want to say. John Goodman, shut the fuck up, Donnie. The dude abides. Some of the famous quotes in this movie. And like I said, the dude perfectly made. I couldn't see anybody else playing the dude. Jeff Bridges is the one. If anybody comes close to maybe playing the dude, would be Seth Rogen. Not as good as Jeff Bridges, though. This was perfect for him. The other thing I like, too, is he gets shuffled into a limousine to meet the other Lebowski, the Big Lebowski. He has this White Russian in his hand, which he doesn't spill at all. It's funny. He's getting manhandled and thrown into a limo. And he's like, man, I got a beverage here. For every time I see that and hear that line, I just crack up laughing, because you don't hear anybody ever say it. Oh, I have a beverage. I don't know. I was just rambling on. Robert picked a good film, The Big Lebowski. It's fun. A lot of laughs. A lot of hallucinative stuff. Some crazy shit. Julianne Moore, butt-ass naked on a glider in a house doing painting. Where else are you going to see that? Only here. Only here, my friends. Jeff Bridges going between women's legs like in an old 1940s movie, like he was going down a bowling alley, flying with a bowling ball in his hand. John Goodman, just batshit crazy, going after people. Then he's Jewish on top of that, because his first wife was Jewish and he became... it's funny. And poor Steve Buscemi. Shut the fuck up, Donnie. That's all you ever hear in this film. Every time he said something. But great cast. Great film. Catch it if you can. Sorry this is a crappy review or whatever. But these are just my thoughts on it. A couple of the scenes. What else? Anyways, catch the other guys. They do a lot better than I do. And hopefully catch y'all later. Thanks for watching. Bye.